So, dude, we're Blackthrone. You're watching Tour Press Force. Come on, check us out. Sold out show tonight at Pub Rock.
Tour Press Force, and I'm outside Pub Rock Live with band Blackthrone. So this is your first show, and it's sold out. How excited are you guys to perform tonight?
Oh man, we're hyped. We're hyped right now. We are so ready to do this.
Extremely humbleized too with our first show and it being sold out, and with all the bands that are supporting this like whole entire show. It's something special.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
I got a half chip.
So you guys also just put out an EP last month, a self-titled Blackthrone. So how was the process making this EP? What was it like? How was the tracking experience? Everything?
It's one of a kind, honestly.
Yeah, it's gonna go this way.
It happened pretty quick, actually. After the first two singles that we did, in forming this band, we released them really quick, probably within a month of us actually tracking those first two songs. And I honestly just set a date for us to record the EP, and so it kind of gave me like a crunch time of 2 months to write a whole EP.
He would lock himself inside of his house like every Monday. No, like, you know, this guy was committed. Like, he would pick days out of the week specifically to just lock himself in the house and just not come out until he had at least had 4 or 5 songs done. Like, it was insane. Like, he would give me calls and say, "I need a Rebel from like." Just give me some coffee, dude. Dutch Bros, sponsor us. And so he would be calling me, asking him for Rebels or making him dinner, just so that way he could like be on his game. But then like he was really insane, and Sean was definitely the driving force in the writing process going into it, just of how much dedication that he brought into it. And then Avi with his vocals, and then Derek and I coming in as support and moral support, and also his good old screams, his chugs.
I do backup screams.
And I just do weird things.
She needs it back.
I know.
She's eyeing it down.
Just case in point, I do weird things.
So you guys said you released 2 singles from the EP. So can you tell me about the writing process on specifically those 2 singles, and like what was the inspiration behind both of them?
Yeah, we released 2 singles before we did the EP, Dead Sun and Narcissa, and both are just sort of, I don't know how to explain those ones. Narcissa is more of like a personal thing. It's written kind of third person, but it's very like inward reflective, and Dead Sun's just gnarly. It's just a gnarly song.
That one was just a banger.
Yeah, that was.
We wanted to start out pretty hard.
Yeah, I remember Sean sending me the demo for that. I'm like, this is something.
That was before you even in the band.
Yeah. I was like,
that's how I actually got him.
yeah, this was like, I need to be a part of this, and
You got selected from that song.
yeah, and that's when we became Blackthrone. Pretty much, it was Sean with his banging tracks, and me with putting something on it. so yeah, that was pretty much the process with that. And, yeah.
So you said you locked yourself in a room. So did you end up writing more than 5 songs for the EP?
Yeah, I think I actually ended up doing I think we had 8 songs total, 3 of which we didn't use. We kind of picked the ones that we liked a little bit more. And actually, going into the studio, we had 5 original songs. We kind of threw one away. And me, Derek, and the producer, Hiram Hernandez, that we recorded with, we actually wrote a song in there, and that song's Roses on the EP. And it's kind of a different take. It's kind of more of a hard rock. There's no screaming. It's just a little bit more mellow, but has a lot of emotion and drive in it as well.
So what is the main message you're trying to send to people that listen to your music?
Dang, there's a lot of different messages we're trying to convey. I remember, similar to Sean, when I started writing, I kind of locked myself in a room, just hammering these songs out lyrically, and I just thought to myself, what kind of things that I want to hear when I was, 14 or 15. I wanted to write things that related to kids, that meant something, but were more in depth than just like, oh yeah, life's tough, you'll be all right, but like really get into it, because we all battled with our own stuff as kids, and even as adults we still battle with that. So I just wanted to write things that meant something, that would mean something to me if I was a kid, and then hopefully it meant something to them.
Nice.
Thanks, bro.
So where did you guys pick the name Blackthrone from?
That's actually our drummer.
That was actually our drummer that's not here right now. He was sitting on the potty. He was wearing a black shirt, and I guess that's how it came about. I'm just kidding, but
That's totally
our drummer did make the name.
No, I think he just thought of it one day, and he he kind of just. It was originally just me and Austin writing music together before we had these three. I kind of had given up on music from previous bands, and he like begged me to write music. And one day I think I was actually at our friend Ricky's house, and I was just writing some stuff, and Austin just sat there on his laptop and he goes, "What about Blackthrone?" And I was like, "Sounds pretty cool. Let's Google it and make sure it's not another band."
So what has been the best part about being in this band thus far?
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
I personally have one thing to say. The best thing about this band for me is all five of us, including the drummer who's not here, we've all been in local bands and played shows together for a long time. Specifically, I was in probably about 2-3 bands with him and the drummer, so we were kind of like a trio package. I actually got to fill in for his old band Lauren Battle, which was a really big band back in the day here in AZ, and he's been in and out of lots of various other acts. And I think the best thing about this for me is just seeing 5 people from totally different bands that have played together and always played together came together, and we made something a little bit special to us.
Yeah, just piggybacking on that, we've all been friends for like 10 years at least. Me and Derek, we basically grew up in the same area and would hang out, but we've never really been in a band together. So it's every day it's just being in a band with your best friends for like the past 10 years. It's literally a brotherhood at this point. So that's the best part for me.
I have to say something?
No, you don't have to. Come on, dude.
Derek's just happy.
Yeah, I'm just.
He's just happy.
And I'm gonna leapfrog on 2 of those too, and or piggyback. And no, I'm really excited too, because in the same similar situation, I came from my old band Lauren Battle, and when that was done, I was going through that whole entire transitional phase of not doing music, and I was just like, I felt like I lost my sense of purpose, because that's all I was doing since I was 15, was just doing bands and just getting out there, and that was really fun. And music's kind of always been my religion, basically. It's just like, this is what I wake up, and this is what I want to go to sleep thinking about. And so when the opportunity to be in this band came about, I was like, whoa, I have to be in on this too, because when Austin showed me the tracks, I was like, okay, I need to be a part of this. I felt something pull me in, and the fact that we've been friends for 10 years, it's amazing. It's really, really comfortable.
So through all of your experiences being in local bands and being in this band, what advice do you have for local bands that are starting out?
I would probably say take your time in writing the music, and don't just put some half-ass like music out there just so you can start playing shows. Like, you gotta do it right. Like, actually put your heart into it. Don't just write some
good tunes.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah. Advice for like young bands coming out. Just play as much as possible. Get that experience. Play shows. It doesn't matter how many people are there. It's just getting the experience, because it definitely eventually catches up, and it starts
exactly what it is for us.
Yeah. We've all been playing for like 10 years now, and we've played some
15, 16.
Yeah.
Little house shows.
Right.
It sucked. We were horrible.
And we've all played those shows where there's like 4 people there, and you're like, well, that was fun. That was like a glorified practice, but those are the shows that really make the sold out ones absolutely worth it. So just play as much as possible, get the experience, and write good stuff, or try to write the stuff that means something to you. Yeah. Don't just write whatever everyone else is writing. So
I just suck at saying it.
For younger bands, just have fun. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Don't do drugs.
That too. But I mean, like, but when the bands start to naturally grow on their own, let it be a natural progression. Let it feel real, kind of a thing. But most important thing is have fun when you're young. Get every experience that you can get, basically. So Avi said it best.
I said it the worst.
So after tonight, where can your fans see you next?
We are playing a like a studio warehouse show, just kind of like a fun like house show type deal with our the guy who recorded us, Hiram. His brand new band is debuting. They're called Havana. Really good stuff, and we're playing there with them and special guests. Yeah, it's just gonna be Yep. And then we're gonna do that, and then there's some talks about doing something at Rebel Lounge here within the next couple months. Maybe a Blackthrone headliner, I don't know. But yeah, that's where you can see us.
Well, thank you guys so much, and good luck on your show tonight.